Bentley, what did you get?
Another mower.
I was kind of kidding the other day.
Garden tractor.
A garden
We're
tractor.
upgrading in life.
All right, kid. Well, I'm going to work with the guys. I had to come check out this sweet setup you have here.
With my mint trailer.
I was totally kidding the other day when I said you needed 10.
I wasn't. This was already in the talks.
All right, kid. We'll see you later, all right?
Like the mower?
I do love the mower. Good morning. What's up, YouTube? It's a glorious day in New Hampshire. A little chilly, but there's no white stuff. So that's all good. After a long day yesterday, we went to Vermont. Picked up this lawn tractor thing for Bentley because he has an obsession. Now the guys and I are headed to finish up that driveway from yesterday's video. And then we have our first residential cleanup of the season. So let's go. Good morning, Joe.
Good morning, Samantha.
Good morning, Harvey.
Good morning, Samantha.
You guys ready to go?
Good morning, YouTube.
Yes.
Yes, we're ready to go.
I've seen your ugly mugs already this morning.
3 up this hot rod.
3 up and in the hot rod. This should be fun. All right, driveway and cleanup. Who's ready?
I'm ready.
Harvey is stoked. Harvey. What are you getting?
What do you mean?
What is your special
It's a surprise.
Yeah, but we're always saying surprises. You can say this one. Are you excited?
Yeah.
What is he getting?
Pro Parts Direct messaged me yesterday. If you don't follow them on Instagram and Facebook, I think, go follow them. They saw our videos and saw for the last 2 years at Turf Depot's open house, Harvey always points out the blower attachment that goes on our Echo trimmer, right?
Yeah.
And they said, you know, we'd like to get Harvey one. So Harvey, we're gonna sort out when and where and pick up. We're gonna get you that.
Excited.
Everybody loves Hurricane Harvey.
We'll be blowing off sidewalks and stuff.
Hurricane Harvey. So Joe, how'd you feel the driveway went yesterday?
Went good. Customer was happy. And we did, basically they had a budget for the driveway. And we were able to do a little extra by adding some fill to the side of the garage and popping out the old driveway that they don't use anymore. That was kind of like bonus to them. Actually, that was exact words last night, was all this over here is bonus, so that's awesome. So he was pretty excited.
What do we have to finish up there this morning?
More or less just cleaning up where we took the driveway out and where we added fill to the side of the garage, throw rocks off into the side and track it all in. We're not seeding it or anything. He had plans on it being driven on and building materials being put on it when they're doing the garage and people backing in and dumping fill because he wants to have people, you know, dump, like landscapers, if they have fill from a job or something, dump it into the low spots. So he's not worried really about a lawn coming in. So it's going to track it in so it holds and go from there. There's really not much to finish right now. Probably could have done it last night, but I knew 2 things. One, it was going to be too cold this morning to start the cleanup because stuff is still froze.
Welcome to New Hampshire.
Yeah, stuff is still froze right now, so it probably won't be thawed out for another few hours. So that's one reason I was okay with just finishing it today. The second reason was I had a 14-year-old son that has a lawn mower obsession, and he found a really cool, like 1973 wheel horse about an hour and a half away that we had to go get. So that took precedence over finishing this job.
I don't know if that's a good business decision, but I guess it's a good family decision.
Business is always going to be there. kids grow up, kids grow old. You don't want to miss those opportunities.
We got ice, the ground's frozen. We got safety. We got rakes. Want me to take something?
I'm good.
Harvey, all this work and gravel brought in, and there's this one little tiny patch of snow still hanging on.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for a comment from Joe.
Huh?
I said I was waiting for a comment from you. I could see your head shaking.
Can you put that longer chain on the back or on the front?
Front?
The new chain that we got.
Well,
Harvey's very vocal this morning, Joseph. Making sure you do it all right.
yeah.
No, the
Doesn't
other
want
one,
me to mess it up.
the other one's shorter and it like is a stretch for the front. So, because it's just one chain and it's technically two chains.
You make note of that, Joe.
Yeah.
He's telling me that because he put the short chain in the front yesterday.
No, I did not. You grabbed the long chain and took it to the back.
So we'll put the short chain in the front.
I was out of chain.
There's a third chain in there.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
I think the third chain is the longest of the bunch.
Just put this into the ground and I can't get it.
Okay.
That's pathetic.
Huh?
You made that look really easy. I quit.
No longer on the dirt crew.
No, house and mowing.
That's good because I'd rather be on the dirt crew. You can have the mow crew.
Alright,
Y'all.
y'all. We are wrapped up at the driveway job. We are headed to our first residential cleanup of the 2025 spring season.
Let's hope it's not
Woo!
frozen.
Yep.
I just hooked onto this trailer and moved it, and the block for the tongue jack was froze to the ground. So I was like, yeah, that's a good start.
But we're gonna give it a go. It's 10:30 in the morning. The sun's been out. But before we get into it, I have been asked this a couple times. I haven't like officially announced it or anything, but for those of you who actually follow and watch like all the YouTube videos and stuff, I'm only saying it here this once for now, but www.poolandproperty.com, I do kind of have like a soft launch for a merch store. All the shipping is free, so that whatever the prices are, the shipping is included in that price. And I'm just trying to make it affordable. I don't know.
Oh, because she was on her phone?
Yep.
She
Just-
was too. She was just looking at her phone.
Just trying to make it affordable, and I didn't think we would ever really have a merch shop. I just never saw us being a big enough thing on YouTube, or you're good this way. I never really imagined us being like a big enough name on YouTube that someone would want to buy anything. So what I've done, kind of playing around with it, we have some hats. I have more to upload, I just haven't done it yet. We have sweatshirts, I haven't uploaded those yet. But for the t-shirts, kind of curious how it's gonna work. So we have just like the Pool and Property shirts that we wear every day, but then I've put a couple other designs out there. It has the Pool and Property logo little on the back, and on the front it has like things that we always say. But let me know what you think of those. Let me know if you think of another saying that you think would be kind of catchy and you'd buy if it was on a t-shirt. But yeah, I don't expect the merch store to be selling hundreds of orders a day or anything, but
We're not like doing any giveaway if you buy any.
No.
Really. Just if where people have asked, then if they want it, that's where you can find it.
yep. And again, poolandproperty.com, pretty simple. There's only a few tabs to like the merch and our social, more or less, besides the homepage. Pretty simple. If you have any questions, let me know. Let me know your thoughts. I just kind of threw it together. But we'll see. Last year we weren't even at 1,000 subscribers, and here we are pushing 7,000
Yeah, it's weird. It gets
with a goal
stuck.
to 10,000. But it is weird. It kind of like
It
goes
shot
and
up like
stops
3,000,
and goes.
and then it's been like stuck right here.
Yeah.
Same thing with the views. I feel like they're so unpredictable.
Yeah, I don't know what drives it.
I don't know if it's our titles, if it's coincidence, but yeah, some of them will be, you know, for us, higher views in the thousands, and then others will be 200. So I don't know what's going on there. If it's a YouTube thing, like the whole algorithm deal, or
But we don't really like think too much about it. We just kind of video what we do every day. I try to get you videos as often as possible. It's not every single day, but I do try to do my best, especially in the spring, summer, and fall, to bring you more content.
The winter was hard.
The winter is kind of hard.
We got a few storms, but really, like I said in a couple of those videos, it's hard for me. I'm so focused and driven to get plowing that unless Samantha was there, it's really hard to get any sort of footage.
Yeah.
So you take, you know, a slow winter. We did a lot of salting, but how many times does somebody want to watch us do that? So you take a slow winter with only a handful of storms.
And just mostly salt.
Yeah, and if we're plowing 2 inches of snow real quick, I'm not like, oh, I better make sure I get this on camera. If Samantha's there, we do, but summertime, I mean, we're go, multiple projects and booked mowing schedule, so there'll be probably a lot of footage this summer.
And the only thing I will say about the merch store is I did throw it up just because we've been asked a few times. I was like, this could be fun. I really don't have a lot of time for it, but I'll make it happen. But I will say, last year we got a drone and I loved using it. One of the very last mows of the season, I crashed it. Joe tried to fix it and he did fix it. Then I dropped it and broke it's a whole thing.
I fixed it, and
Joe
it was flying fine, and then literally dropped it.
So Joe tried to fix it again, and the super glue, I think, got down like in one of the motors or something, so that whole wing, like, it won't spin. We save up and try to buy our mowers cash and not finance them, so I don't have the money for a new drone right now. But I am hoping, because I really have some really cool ideas, I'm hoping like mid-season I can either find someone who will repair that wing. We did look into it and we watched some YouTube videos how to repair it, and you have to like take the entire thing.
It's unsoldering stuff, and, and I'm talking wires that
little
are like
tiny pieces.
Hairs, yeah.
And that's not what we do. So I need to either find someone who can repair and take apart and fix that whole wing and all the wires, or I have to save up to buy a new one. But I am hoping at least maybe by midsummer I'll get that drone and get you some cool footage. But maybe what I'm thinking in the back of my head is if we sell some stuff on the merch store, maybe we can use that money towards a drone. So we will see. But regardless, thank you, whether you check it out, buy something, or don't. Thank you for being here and watching. We appreciate it. And let's go do this cleanup. All right, gonna try to get some before footage. Got some.
Like, I think they literally just sprinkled mulch over there.
Dethatching, edging. We gotta get all these leaves out of here. Get it all cleaned up. Well, let's go unload and get to work.
property maintenance. We have 2 or 3 of these new ones. Yeah. It still works fine, don't it?
Yeah. Is she across the street? Yeah. The lines is not like an extra neighbor.
I thought it was funny.
Harvey took the sweatshirt off.
Hey, I have a full Harmony shirt.
Hey, that's weird. Good work, Harvin. All right, beds are shaping up. And I think we're just gonna do the mulch all at once tomorrow instead of half now, half tomorrow. It is 2 o'clock and we still have a little bit more to do. So I'll throw it on time lapse and then you'll just have to come back tomorrow to see the finished result. Pretty sure
Nice.
Joe and Harvey said bring the leaf back.
Well, we barely even had anything to pick up, so.
And no, we knew there were a lot of leaves. And I was like, do you think we really need it? And now they have to lift it. So like, my bad.
That's not exactly how the story went, I don't think.
How?
It was more like Joey said we should bring the leaf back,
And you
Santa
said it was too little. We didn't
we
need it.
don't need
I
it.
said, do we really need it? You can just chop it up and grab it with a grass catcher.
And then Joey didn't want to sit on the couch, so he said no.
I said, yeah,
We
you're
don't
right.
need it.
You're right, dear. We don't.
Joe, just like a 10-second review, how is your Ballard,
My Ballard blocker. Well,
not the blocker,
I mean,
no,
catcher.
catcher, how's that
If we
working?
go back to our original review of putting it together, we now have like, what, maybe 8 hours on it. We didn't use it very much. And as I suspected, it's not great. All of the hardware that I said was too short.
What?
There's 1 out of 2 missing there. 3 out of 4 missing over here.
Oh wait, can you hold that so I can get a better view? I don't.
It's not a big deal. That's just what holds this to the machine.
So there's 1 in there.
Yeah. 1 there, 1 over there where there's supposed to be 2. There's a couple missing underneath.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should be
So what
larger
are
with
so this?
lockers and lockers.
So are we gonna put the correct hardware in that didn't come with it, and then you're
Yeah, I
just gonna
think so.
buy 2 different ones,
Yeah.
not from Ballard?
Yep. And that's for sale if anybody wants it.
It works, mint.
It does. It works okay, but
Yeah, but I think I should have just bought an accelerator. Aluminum, light, 1 piece. You don't have to put it together with too short of hardware.
aluminum would be nice.
Yeah.
Because, like, you think it's full, it's going to be heavy anyway, but the extra 10 pounds that you'd save.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
So yeah, I mean, actually the thing's great.
the
I
thing's
paid,
great.
What, 1,100, 750, something like that?
1100.
No, how much was it?
I think it was 7 or 750, and then like an extra
3,000 for
with
the
that.
full
I think it was 750 or 800 or something.
Okay, well I paid that-ish for sale.
500.
550.
550. Come get it.
I'll give it to you for 500.
Harvey says
The
500.
mounting plate is more or less universal.
There you go. All
You have
right,
a flat deck.
back to work for now. All right, guys, everything's prepped. And we're gonna be coming back tomorrow. I'll do a quick walk around for you. Joe ran the dethatcher around 500 times. Would that be an accurate number? Mowed, detached, bagged. We got everything edged. Pulled all the big stuff. Dug into the bad areas where all the thick grass was coming up. Actually, I can probably have Harvey come grab this little section. Kind of dig in here a little bit. But for the sake of this video, I'll keep showing you a little walk around. But yeah, you can even see the mulch earlier from how thick the leaves were, so that's cool. This part was never finished, so Joe put an edge on this. I'll rake that hard edge in and it'll all get mulched tomorrow. And then this will be done and we'll be on to the next one. This is a new customer, super nice, and hopefully we do good enough job that they'll think of us for the fall cleanup and next year, and just be another customer we throw on the list. We don't do a whole ton of residential, but in all of my like posts and online and everything, I do list residential and commercial. I just don't push the residential side, but we don't mind taking some here and there.
What are you yapping about?
Huh, you're yapping. But all right, we got just about everything loaded. It's a beautiful day. We're gonna go dump this stuff and see what else we can fit in today, and then come back tomorrow for this, right?
What?
All right, I'm gonna grab these phones. We're gonna call it a day for YouTube. What'd you say, all the YouTube people? Thanks for watching.
Thanks for coming out.
See you tomorrow.
Yep.
You're doing it wrong.
So that's waiting for me to do the peace out YouTube.
Peace.
Peace out, YouTube.